Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this fox eye makeup look. It's inspired by Megan Fox. I decided that halfway through was giving me Megan Fox vibes. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you'd like to see how I got this eye look today, then keep on watching. Okay, so I was gonna do my eyebrows on camera and I did them and I realized it wasn't even recording, so that's great. To get that like foxy illusion, you want the tails of your brows to almost be going either straight or a little upward. So I used my concealer when I carved out under my brow and I went a little bit over onto the hairs there, so it created almost a flatter illusion there. Going into eyeshadow now. Everything we're going to be doing today is going to be making our eyes look lifted. That's the illusion of the fox eye. For a guideline on where to place your products, you can take any brush and you can put it from the corner of your nose to the outer corner of your eye. So I'm first going to use Topaz here. It's a light brown. Tap that off, and this is a Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush. I'm going to be putting this in my crease, and I'm going to be only doing it in the outer crease so you can feel where your, is this your eye socket or your brow bone? Whatever this bone is here, you want to feel for it, and you can feel where it kind of curves under. You're going to want to apply the product in that area there, sweeping upwards. So I'm just using a very light hand. This is going to create like a new lifted crease. And then I'm just going to blend it into the middle. I don't want to put any product on my lid. I want to keep that area pretty light. Okay, so once that is blended to my liking on both sides, I'm going to use that same shade and I'm going to get my guideline to see where I'm going to start placing this product. And I'm going to put this from the corner of my eye and just flick upwards. I wish I had a smaller brush for this because then it could be more precise, but all I got is this fluffy brush. So this is basically just a guideline for the wing that we are about to put down. And I like to connect it with my crease, so I'll just be blending back and forth. And now for the winged liner we're going to be doing. I'm going to be using this Zoeva Brow Line brush. You can use any angled brush. And I'm going in with the dark shade here. Tapping that off. And then I'm just going to start flicking upwards. Kind of following that shape. Another kind of guideline you can use is your lower lash line. Is like you're extending your lower lash line out and up. So once I have that light line down, I'm going to connect the bottom of that wing, creating a triangle. I'm not going all the way up to the top, starting about halfway down. And then I'm going to bring this shadow along my lash line to about my pupil, so middle of my eye. One side is always easier than the other, and today it is this side for me. We have the base shape of our wing down. Once we have that down, I'm going to be going in with a pencil brush. This is just the Zoeva Luxe pencil brush. And I'm going to be taking a medium brown, so this one here. I'm going to blend over the wing and slightly above it. So my hand is down and my brush is up, and doing this, it's going to create that nice blended look rather than if our hand was going straight on. That's going to keep it more controlled. So putting our hand down is just going to allow more movement for the product, and it's kind of removing it, which is okay because we're going to go over again with that dark shade. Once that is all blended, I'm going to use this smudge brush. This is from Sephora, and I'm going to be doing a mixture of the medium brown and the dark brown, and we're going to be smudging along the lash line and along the wing line. And then I'm just going to be using that mid-tone brown with my Zoeva Luxe crease brush, and I'm going to be blending the wing, the outer wing liner in with the crease. This is personal preference. I like to blend it out so it's very, very soft where you can barely see the line from the wing, or you can skip this step and just keep a more defined wing. Okay, so I decided I actually do want my wing to be a little bit more defined, so I'm going to go back in with that dark shade that we originally created the wing with, and I'm just going to replace that down. You can add black on the lash line here too to intensify the look, but I like this soft brown look we have going on here. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next is use this white shade here on just a smoky shader brush. This is the Zoeva smoky shader brush. You can just use any brush that looks like this, and I'm going to be going underneath that wing because to give it a really lifted effect, I've seen in photos it looks very bright underneath. Just going under the wing, I'm going to go in with this white shade to lighten it, to give a more intense contrast. Okay, so once that white was put underneath, it's starting to give that snatched, pulled up look. If you would like to do this step, you do not need to. I'm gonna do a little inner corner wing. So you can just take a little bit of that dark brown shade on your angled brush, and if you take a look at where this wing is, along the wing you have to the inner corner, just so you can see where you're placing this. So you're not going to be putting any product on your top lash line, you're going to be putting it on the bottom lash line, extending that outward. So I find it helps if you look almost like sideways. I don't know how to explain this, but looking sideways with your eye looking straight ahead, you're just going to be able to get a more precise shape. I did it a little low, so I'm just going to be going in with that white shade underneath. So I went ahead and used the little concealer brush that I used to clean up underneath my eyebrows, and I went underneath the line just to bring it in a little bit and clean it up. Doing that inner corner really does accentuate the fox look we have going on here. I did want it to be a little smokier, so I went in again with the pencil brush and a little bit of that dark shadow just to deepen that up. And then I'm going to take this blending brush again. I don't know what it has on it, but I'm just going to run over the crease one more time just to fully blend everything out, and then we are done with the eyes. Okay, so I applied my mascara off camera. This, I'm really obsessed with how the eyes turned out. It's giving me Megan Fox vibes. I know it's the fox eye. Is that why they call it the fox eye? I need to look that up. Okay, now moving on to bronzer to give that lifted cheekbone look. I'm going to be using my Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I'm just going to be applying this higher than I normally would on my cheekbone. So putting this on the cheekbone instead of underneath is just giving us that lifted look. I'm gonna put a little bit on my forehead, jawline, and then we're gonna do the same with our blush. So today I'm using the Patrick Ta She's So LA blush. I'm gonna focus this directly on my cheekbone where I put the bronzer and only at the back. Instead of applying it on the apples of the cheeks where I normally do, I'm only applying it at the back, and that is going to really lift my face. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose just because I always do. I always like to look cute like that, and then a little on the forehead and the chin. Always, always. And now for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Iced Out Highlighter with the Real Techniques setting brush. I'm going to pinch it actually and just apply a little bit to the very tops of my cheekbones, so right underneath that wing, and then tip of the nose, down the bridge, on the forehead. Okay, now moving on to lips, I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Kylie, and I'm going to be using her matte liquid lipstick in the shade Candy K, overlining my lips to start. Before I put on my lipstick, I did want to bake a little bit just to really keep that illusion of everything going upwards. So I'm just going to put this a little bit under my cheeks, and I'm also going to put a little bit right under my eye, right under the wing. Now I'm going to be applying Candy K just in the center of my lips. And then I'm just going to be patting that with my finger. Okay, so that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun doing this. Halfway through, I decided it was going to be like a Megan Fox inspired fox eye look. So if you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you'd like to see any other videos, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next video.